Family, hey, 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 what's going on? This is your authentic love marriage moment with who? Chaz
And Alicia.
and my beautiful wife, Alicia. What's going on, family? Hey, we are back this week. We took a week off to have a little bit of what? Quality time. It was well worth it.
It really was.
And as you can see, hey, we both have a little bit of tan going on right now, especially my wife.
No, I don't.
But hey, we had a lot of fun.
We did. We really did. It was the reconnection for me, right? We reconnected on so many levels, spiritually, physically, mentally, and it was an awesome time. We actually went to the place 14 years ago where we had our honeymoon, and we stayed in a hotel that was next door to where we had our honeymoon. It brought back so many memories and what we felt that 14 years ago and how we knew that we both made the right choice in marrying each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so so the quality time, our family knew that this time when Chaz and Alicia had stepped away, that this was a reconnection for us, and we did not receive really not that many phone calls.
No phone calls, few text messages here and there.
Yeah, but
for 3 days.
For 3 days,
it was just us.
It was just us. And quality time, guys, in the 5 love languages, it means to actually give your undivided attention to your spouse. You giving that undivided attention. There's no cell phone. There's no meetings. There's, no, running out of the house, running errands. It's like your undivided attention. And it really doesn't matter for how long. We chose to go away. We chose to go away and really spend this time with one another. But quality time can be like, hey, babe, every night at 7:00, you guys are on the sofa watching Wheel of Fortune or something like that, or it really doesn't matter. Like, you know what? I'm going to be at home every night at 7 because Wheel of Fortune comes on, and that's our 30 minutes. So quality time, it has to be really quality time, uninterrupted time, so you and your spouse can connect. That's all I got.
So quality time, as my wife gave a portion of the definition, but let me give you a little bit more in-depth definition of quality time. Quality time is an expression referring to how an individual proactively interacts with another while they are together, regardless of the duration.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
That means when you're with your spouse,
mm-hmm.
or if you're with your significant other, right?
Right.
It should not be, okay, let me throw in this quality time for a minute or for an hour, okay? Or if you got plans, right? All right, but hey, let me get back with you because I got to give an hour of quality time to my spouse or to whoever, right? I'll get with you at a certain time.
Yeah, but don't make it. Okay.
Don't schedule quality time
Right.
in the middle of an appointment or before or even after an appointment. Let that quality time be totally uninterrupted with your spouse.
Authentic.
And authentic, because here's the thing. We can sense when the other person doesn't want to spend any time with you.
Or you feel like you're being rushed.
Or you feel like, feel like you're being rushed.
Right. And then if it's scheduled and it's scheduled unauthentically, if that's a word.
Unauthentically, yeah.
You can feel it. You can feel like, okay, so you just put this, you just threw this on the calendar just to get me off your back.
Yeah, right.
You know, that kind
right.
of, don't think that the other person is not that smart enough to pick that up.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, we coached a couple one time, and one of the spouses was desiring this quality time, right? This is about a couple of years ago, to where the one of the spouses like, well, I'm here in the house with you.
Oh,
you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here in the house with you. That should be enough right there. That I'm here. I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
But it wasn't quality time.
Right. He was in one room and she was in another.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But they both were at home.
But it's not quality time.
But it was perceived as that's quality time.
Right. I'm in the house. Bro.
I'm in the house doesn't mean you're having quality time with your spouse, right? When you're watching a movie together, right? Say you pop some popcorn, all right? We like to Netflix binge.
Yay, got it.
We like to Netflix binge, right?
Right.
Hey, we'll have a certain time at night, to where we're sitting there watching Netflix, every single night. We make it a point to spend quality time before we go to bed.
Yeah, we do.
Okay? Because that's the time to be at peace, be at ease, you know, just, you know, kind of tuck the day away, to where it's just us, right? When it's just us, if we need to talk about something that's irrelevant to certain goals, finances, any situation that we're dealing with at the time, that's our time before we go to bed, to spend that quality time with each other.
Yes, it is.
Now, to go in more detail with it, right? Hey, we want to hit the road. We want to hit the road and go out of town where it's just us. You know, often my wife is like, you know, we've been a little too busy. It's time for us to have a getaway. She's always saying things like that, probably right around 3 to 6 months or so, you know, to where we need time away from the hustle and the bustle of the day, the week, the month, to where we do spend quality time during the day, but we need a couple of days away from the environment, away from the city, away from, you know, our surroundings, just to where, you know, she's not occupied with anything. I'm not occupied with anything. We are actually away out of town where it's just us, like we did this weekend. And it's so refreshing,
very refreshing,
you know, and it's fulfilling to where it gives the marriage and the relationship a boost. It gives it good morale to where it's like, yo, you know, let me hurry up and get back home to her. Even if we get back from that vacation and we're back on the grind,
right?
In the back of my mind, I'm like, man, let me go in and get home. Hey, I'll holler at y'all later. I got to get back to Mrs. Cohen's, because why? I'm still in that moment of that quality time with my wife.
Amen.
Or with your spouse, right? So, short, sweet. You had anything else you wanted to add to that?
You know what I always say.
Before we say that, right, I want to let you know the next few series that we're going to be talking about within the relationship. What are we talking about, babe?
Well, one of the ones will be infidelity.
We're going to be talking about fidelity versus infidelity, right? There is a difference. A lot of you already know about the word infidelity, okay, because it's always in a negative light. It's in reference to cheating, yet we'll highlight infidelity. But let's take the root word of it, fidelity.
Fidelity,
right? What is fidelity? We're going to be talking about that starting next week. And within the next few weeks to come, we're going to be talking about fidelity versus infidelity, right? So we need you guys to stay tuned to that. It's going to be some very, very helpful information that you will receive. And also, this is in our book, right?
I think it is. Yes, it is. It is.
It's in our book, Marriage Coaching 101 Daily Tools, right? If you go to www.readerhouse.com, check that out, okay? We're going to have it in there. And, we're going to be coming from our book, talking about fidelity versus infidelity to give you guys more education on that.
One of our modules as well.
It's also one of our modules that we take our couples through our business, which is Authentic Love Marriage Coaching LLC, right? Hey, if you're in need of services, we're coming into these summer months to where, hey, everything is live, everything is fresh. The warmer temperatures are starting to come. Well, they still trying. Warmer temperatures are trying to come in. Let me put it that way. But especially here in the state of Georgia, But however, the summertime is coming, and we're gonna amp up, a lot because it's Marriage Month coming in June. There's a lot of things that's going to be happening in reference to marriage. New relationships are coming into play. So stay tuned to your Authentic Love Marriage Moment with Chaz and Alicia Cohens. And this is what we like to say before we leave. Don't forget to authenticate your marriage. All right, everybody. Stay tuned next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. We'll talk to you later. You guys have a blessed and highly favored weekend. See you next week. Talk to you later.